Welcome to Interesting and Funny Things in Japan. So today we're going to go into the Seijin no Hi, which is Coming of Age Day in Japan. It's when women and men become legally men and women in the eyes of the law. And as you can see, the women get dressed up in kimonos. Men usually get dressed up in suits. So these things cost like about $20,000 to buy, so they're usually rented by the girls for about $2,000 to $3,000 on average for the day. You'll notice the long sleeves. That means they're unmarried women. Now this day is important for all these people because they can smoke, drink and vote, although the voting age has actually come down to 18. So it's a really extravagant affair with makeup and hairstyles for the women and all the colourful kimonos, as you can see. And it's usually covered by the news media. Usually there's a big ceremony held in each city for these 20-year-olds, and speeches given by the mayor, giving them their responsibilities, or reminding them, I should say, of their responsibilities now they're 20. And quite often after those speeches and stuff, they'll all get together in their groups and have dinner, drinks, because now they legally can, in restaurants called izakaya in Japan. Now the kids that become adults are usually qualified when they're 20, between April the 2nd the year before and April 1st on the year of the ceremony. Now this was an interesting kind of garden place I came across while driving in the middle of the country in Kyushu. These sculptured things that look like animals and temples and all kinds of birds are just sitting on the side of the road here, and it looks like someone's done it for fun. It's definitely a good tourist pull. No idea why they did it or what was the purpose, but yeah, it looks really beautiful. Sometimes you see these kind of things on the side of the road in Japan. Not everywhere, obviously, but this is one of the biggest ones I've seen. And I've seen it before, and it's got much bigger since the time I'd seen it last. Now this place here, these lights, they're actually lanterns sitting on the ground in shapes and patterns. They have candles inside, and it looks like everybody's made their own kind of theme and put them all in line and set up, with kids doing their own thing as well. Some have the Taj Mahal written up there, drawn up there I could say, or something from Peru, like the giant bird that was written in the sand or drawn in the sand. And it was really, really a great event. It was right beside a river. I believe it's held every year, but not sure about that now with all the COVID stuff that had gone on. Now the next place I want to show you was actually in Hokkaido, and it was at top of one of their sightseeing mountains, and there were all these lockets, key heart lockets, I guess you'd call them, signed by two people who were in love, obviously, and locked up on these wires here. Even if you weren't interested in those, the sight from the top is amazing. Now the final thing for today is flowers. These are what I'd call fragrant flowers, but I found out they're called fragrant olive. And in Japan they're called kinmokusei. The fragrance is just incredible. They bloom about early autumn, and you notice when you go past one, even if you don't see them, because the fragrance is so powerful. It's almost like an apricot, although I've never smelt apricot flowers before. And then the really nice thing after these things, about 2 weeks after these bloom, another one blooms which is white. And they're called ginmokusei in Japanese. And their fragrance is also really beautiful. Different to the kinmokusei that we just saw, but also very, very nice and distinctive. As soon as you go past a tree, you'll notice and you'll stop and turn around looking for the fragrance. Some of the really, really nice smells out of Japan. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. See you soon in the next video.